It's easy to read than to speak here. To the graduating class of 2025. Today is a special day, not just for you, but for all of us. You're not only graduating from high school, but also stepping beyond the familiar into a world full of new challenges and opportunities. Congratulations on reaching these incredible milestones. About 10 years ago, my wife, sitting over there, where is she? Over there. My oldest son, Kevin, and his future wife, sitting over there, Elizabeth, and I sat right here celebrating the graduation of our youngest son, Paulo, also sitting over there. We couldn't have been prouder. He had built a strong foundation, not just academically, but in character, resilience, and in relationships. We knew he was ready for the next chapter of his life. We still talk about those Francis Parker days, the family projects, the parent-teacher conferences, basketball games, the sprained ankles, broken teeth, the victories and the losses, but nothing even came close to be more enjoyable and satisfying than beating Santa Fe Christian on their home court. I don't know about you guys, but we didn't like them. Paulo dreamed of playing Division I college basketball. He turned down offers from D2, D3 schools to attend the University of Arizona without a guarantee of making the team. Only the belief that he would find a way. And he did. After one semester, he was invited to join the squad as a walk-on. He played 2 years, broke the basketball team record in the mile. That's my boy. Won a Pac-12 championship ring and made 2 NCAA tournament appearances. Later, he transferred to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, where he faced culture shock, tough decisions, and the challenges of the COVID pandemic. In the end, he made the difficult choice of stepping away from basketball and focus on completing his degree in business and marketing. We celebrate that accomplishment with a backyard graduation ceremony that we'll never forget. Now, he didn't invite me here to just talk about my son, Paulo, right? But his story represents something greater, how dreams are passed down like a relay baton. Each of us choose our own path, yet we are connected by the hopes and sacrifices of those who came before us. I was born in a small town outside Brasilia, the capital of Brazil, the youngest of 6 kids. We had no electricity, running water, or paved roads. I grew up surrounded by nature, a forest, a savanna desert, and 2 dirt soccer fields that we built ourselves. I had everything a kid could dream of: open space and endless time to run barefoot and play freely. I stopped playing basketball, organized basketball, when I was 12, and I fell in love with the game. My coach had a real passion for the conditioning, and he made sure that we were always in top shape. When I was 14, my coach took me to a camp led by an American coach from George Washington University. At the end of the camp, the American did something I'll never forget. He took off his Converse All-Star shoes, handed them to me, and using my coach to translate, promised that when I finished high school, he would offer me a scholarship to play basketball and to study at GW. I was happy. It was a dream come true at the time, just to get a pair of shoes. All-Star shoes, that was my dream came true. But it was the first time anyone had ever mentioned college to me. The pair of shoes became a symbol, a promise, a vision, and an obsession. From that moment, I began dreaming of coming to the US. But like every hero's journey, a road wasn't easy. I faced a dilemma and a tough choice. At my Brazilian coach's request, I had participated in a few track races, which I did not enjoy at all. The pressure of competing in an individual sport was overwhelming. Still, I had won, broke a few age group records, and caught the attention of track coaches. My basketball coach believed that track could open doors, especially in the US. So I gave it another try. 3 years later, under his guidance, I broke several records, competed internationally, and set the junior world record in the 800 meters. Any track fans? Do you want to guess how fast I ran? 1:44.3, age 18. Sorry, guys. In September 1981, at 18 years old, I arrived in the United States with my coach, his family. It felt like a rebirth, stepping into a whole new world full of possibilities. But the first 10 months test everything I had: my resilience, patience, and purpose. I began intensive English lessons while preparing for surgery to remove a bone spur from my right foot. One night, while I was still in a cast, my coach came by and asked if I would consider going back to Brazil. His family was struggling, and he wasn't sure I would recover. I looked at him in the eye and I said, "You can go back if you need to. I'm staying. I haven't even begun my journey yet." We never spoke of it again. I think he just needed to hear those words to keep believing the dream we shared. Over my career, I had 7 more surgeries, 1 knee and 3 on each Achilles tendon. We eventually discovered that I was born with my right leg 2 centimeters shorter than the left. In 1983, I was accepted to the University of Oregon, Tracktown, USA. It was the perfect place to train for the 1984 Olympic Games. Competing for Oregon for 2 years, I found the ideal balance between athletics, academic, and social life. At 21, I competed in my first Olympics, winning gold and setting a record in the 800 meters. I wore a specially designed shoe to account for my leg length difference with a cruise engraved on the heel. I went on to compete for 2 more Olympic Games, earned a silver medal, carried the Brazilian flag at the opening ceremony of the 1996 Olympic Games, and became the first member of my Brazilian family to earn a college degree. Thank you. But beyond medals and records, what I value and remember most are the journey, the memories, and the people who support me along the way. So, class of 2025, what road are you going to choose? And what kind of shoes will you wear 10 years from now when you're telling your story? I'm confident that you do well. How do I know? Because I have seen what's possible. 10 years ago, Paulo graduated from Francis Parker with a tight-knit group of friends. Today, among them are lawyers, a doctor, an investment banker, a real estate developer, tech professionals, and yes, even a Major League Baseball player. What do they all have in common? They each walk their own path with passion, humility, and purpose. If I were your coach, guys, here are a few lessons I would leave with you. Exercise daily and eat your broccoli. I just made that up, okay? There was one, embrace the unknown with faith and courage. Life often gives you a choice between comfort and challenge. Choose challenge. That's where growth resides. 2, stay true to yourself. In the rush to fit in, impress others, never ever forget who you are. And last, the path to your dreams is never straight. There will be detours, roadblocks, and doubts. Be patient and trust yourself to navigate them. Whatever path you choose, let it lead you to something significant, something that gives you purpose and fulfillment. Know that you have the potential to make a difference in this world. The future is yours to shape. Congratulations, class of 2025. The world is waiting for you to leave your mark.